world, and you guys have to promise to retweet, okay? Okay. Yes, we're going to trend with this. I believe it. Okay, thank you, thank you. So I'd like to just briefly introduce our next speaker because we're 3 minutes behind our very strict schedule, but we had to do the photo op, sorry. So Soumyasanto Sen has traveled all the way from Frankfurt today to be here and dealt with Deutsche Bahn delays and everything just to give us a talk here on a security topic, which in keeping with the theme, it's top secret, what we're going to be told here. So nobody leaves this room, okay? Okay, thank you. I'll turn it over to Soumya. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Soumyasanto Sen. But to make it easy, just call me Sen. You know, I think it's a long Indian name, so keep it simple. So today I'm going to present you about cross-site scripting, or XSS. It's very popular security vulnerability nowadays. Not now, maybe from years. Yeah. So, but I am not a security expert. Yeah. I am a SAP developer and a consultant in the area of HR, and I work for Hyundai Auto Europe, based on Frankfurt. But I choose this topic, and I want to tell you why did I choose this topic here. Actually, it's all started when my company hired a pen tester or a hacker, and his task is to test our applications. And he chose, and HR applications are one of the most vulnerable and important as per the European laws and data security policy. So I'm working with him for the last few months, and actually I have learned a lot from him about hacking and other things. And I just want to share with you, yes. And so I have no formal agenda here, so I just want to show you that how this XSS is important for a developer, and how a developer can really stop the XSS attack. So that's why I want to show you here. So before I go further, I just want to check how many of you know about XSS cross-site scripting. That's a lot, yeah. Still, I can guess. And how many of you really work with XSS? As an attacker or a savior, whatever. So, so there's two possibilities. Yeah, either you attack or save. That's great. Yeah. So maybe it can help you again to understand something. So just brief about our pen tester or attacker, the hacker. He's already famous. Huh? His name is Dr. Asher Javed. He's a famous accessor. He has already hacked most of the website in this world. He has a normally speaker in the Black Hat, which is a famous security conference. He used to speak in the talk in the OS, and he's famous for XSS attack. Yeah. So I come across some methodology he has produced during his talk, and I have learned from him. Just I want to share it. So we will go step by step a little bit, and in a very easy way. It's nothing serious here. So let's go. So first, the definition. So you will find the XSS definition everywhere. Maybe you are aware of some of those. But in the below, I have written a candidate definition. Yeah, it's called a candidate definition. That is a very simple definition for a developer to understand. So if you read just an XSS attack occurs when a script from an untrusted source is executed in a rendering page. I think we all are here as techies. We understand all the bullet points here, the bolded point. So it's normally whenever a script is coming, is generally what happens is that this is one of the things. When an attacker generally puts a malicious script in the code, in the input, and it's stored in the XSS, in the database. Yes, and when some victim or a user request for that data, the data comes with the malicious script, and that malicious script can turn into do several activities, and here are those things. And normally you can see for attackers, they can steal credentials, private info, they can execute commands, they can run other malicious scripts, they can redirect it to other malicious site. There are a lot of things that can do with this. They can normally hack keys and just log in as an admin and change your settings, all the normal in your site and applications. So normally, what is XSS? If you mean, is a normally a client-side vulnerability, but it can be a server-side one, as we mentioned in rendering. Rendering means the communication between client and server. So though it looks like a client-side, but it's also interact with server and the programming background, which is behind the server programming. Normally, it is through the injection through some scripting language, like JavaScript, VBScript, Flash, and others. And this is due to the insufficient validation and sanitization. So these are the main, I think, the issues to hold on the XSS now. So I will show you that very simple XSS. So here is a one normal search without any filter. Yeah, don't try in Google. Google is very highly secure. This is very normal. Is a demo for demo purpose. It's a normal search function. So if you just write a normal script here, you can see we have some script. And see, your script runs in the search. Yes, so it's rendering into the server, and it block everything what is written and running your own script, what the attacker is giving. Similarly, we have an option for, this is a normal XSS. Another example is called store XSS. This is the dangerous one. So here what happens is whenever the script runs one time, it's storing the database, and next time when you run, whatever you run, any user, it's calling the same script again and again. It's store, and attackers generally use store XSS always. Yes. So come back to the presentation. Sorry. So let's see. There are other vulnerabilities also in this web world. Yeah. So why XSS is so popular and how? Here's some stats from some of the very popular reports. This is from White Hat Security Report. It says 47% of the application are XSS vulnerable. Yes, and you can see there in the below there are other vulnerabilities also available, but XSS is in a major task. Yeah, and see from there another one from Google. Yeah, Google gives some reward program to the hackers. You know, normally, so they open channel to the hackers, they hack us, not our application. If you can find, we will give you a bounty, some very good price. And you can find most of the attacks and the bugs they found through XSS. This is the most common, most popular. Again, another one, open source vulnerability. This is XSS comes number one. Another one here, where there are a lot, there are few. I have shown you only a few of those. There are a lot many statistics which shows that XSS is very popular and very challenging one. So we are going to learn now how we can stop this. Yes, what I learned from Ashar. Yeah, so our pen tester, so he has developed some methodology. So what I understand is that to stop this attack, we need to build some solution, right? And to build this solution, we need to know how attackers attack. That is very important. If we can able to know how attackers think and what the methodology they follow, we can build the solution to stop them. That's what we are going to show you. So this solution actually based on some testing, real testing, yeah, so which is some specific in mind. So in Google, you can search it for monkey testing. Like many people thought like hackers just randomly search and do some hacking stuff and find something. No, that is not like that. They have specific thing in mind. They have a target in mind, and they attack according to some methodology. They follow those steps. Very important for them. Then only they can attack and hack the system. Otherwise, it's not easy. Maybe randomly it's possible, but normally they don't do. What I understand. So, going into deeper, we need to do two important injection points. These two terms are used in the hacking thing. So injection point is where an attacker or enters an inject script. So normally in a website or an application, there are some input, right? Where you can input. It can be like a edit text, insert text, insert image, URL, upload file, upload video. There are so many options nowadays. So these are the injection points through which attackers can attack their scripts. And when some user or attacker gives their input, it comes to an end and reflect back to some result and some end. That is called as a context. Yes, and here is a term written: context is the king of area of security, because context is the main thing through which the attackers attack. So let's first different type of context which are available now. It's very simple actually. Let's see here. I'm showing you one HTML context. So what happens when normally we user give the supply input, it reflect back to a HTML tag. Like here you can see there's a PHP code here. So this PHP function is the injection point. Here the function return to a body tag. And it's very easy to find out. Just go to any website and see the source code. Give something in the search function, and once the result comes, just go to the source code. You can find out where this your input is written back. Here you can see an example here. This XYZ, we are searching here in this website, and it's written into this tag, title tag here. And that is the HTML context. Similarly, we have another one, this attribute context, which is a popular one, the attacker's main target here. Here, what happened, the input reflect back as a variable, the value of the variable of the attribute. See here, there is a div tag as a class attribute, and this the result is reflect back as a attribute, the value of the class here. So we can see from the screenshot here, again, if you see the source code, you can find easily that your value is getting there. We will show you later one of these examples. Next one is a script tag. So similarly, I'm not going to detail. You can understand now main things that whenever user give code, it comes here as a script tag. Yeah, as again written back as a script tag. There are really two options: double quote or single quote, depending on the developer how they build the sites and the next one is the URL context. Yep. So I think many of us are familiar with VCVic editor. So these are the normal editors. Either company use their own or third-party VCVic. So these editors are come with many options. Other than your prompt, all these things, they give you the option to upload your photos, images, videos, anything. Yeah, there are so many. And there's another. They also give you option to insert links. So when you give the option to insert links, and when you click this, it directly redirects to the website or the particular link there. Yes. So you can see here from the source code and the PHP code, this function return to the href value, the attribute href value of the anchor tag. So if you see the source code of this, you can find this thing. So why I'm telling this all this context is that because attackers only can attack particularly through the context, otherwise no. Yeah, we will see. Similarly, we have a style context, another one. So there are many applications and sites that give you option to set up your own style. And again, written style attribute of it. So let's go ahead. So if you see the summary, is that whenever a user gives an input, it goes to the server and the reflected back as one of those contexts. Any of those, but it can be. So based on this, the attack methodology has been defined. Yes. So it is very simple and context specific, as I mentioned. So we will do attack by context. And in this methodology, it is assured that we can find there is XSS or no XSS. That can be defined. And it can apply to any language. We will show you that some with PHP codes can be written in other languages as well. See here. Here is we have a script context methodology. So we have a script context here. So your injection point reflect back to a variable here. Variable value var a of the script tag. So and this injection point can be of generally developer can have two options, double quote or single quote. Yes. And we can perform this normal script. I'm explaining one of those. confirm one, or with double quote or single quote, we can use any of the script here. Just for example, we use confirm, we can use prompt alert for testing purpose, but actually the attacker uses really hard scripts, not this. Yes. So what this do is that the first double tag take care of this double quote there, and the first statement here, semicolon here, is take as a statement terminator. So what it does, this first semicolon will terminate the variable value, and it start the script which is written, which is confirm one, and then we will end it. Yeah, similar. So we will try with double quote or single quote, because we don't know how the server maintain with double or single. And there is another possibility, prematurely closing the script tag and then run your own script. Yes, this is also a possibility. So it has been seen that if you follow this in any script context, so we can find there is XSS or not. If there is no XSS, there is no probability of this XSS. Let's see one example here. And
let me tell you some interesting thing here.
So in this video, we have created a similar example with a script variable injection point, and we have used actually normal confirm one, which I show you, and we have also tried with encoding, like hex encoding, with this encoding, URL encoding, HTML5 encoding, with different type of encoding. And when we run it, we can see only one time it has been run. That means the first one. So when we encode our characters, different characters, this script doesn't run. So it means that encoding doesn't work for the XSS. So encoding only works when there is a explicit decoding done through the server side by the developer. Yes, we will see some other example when it will be clear more. Yes,
come back here.
Next one, the attribute context technology. I think the structure is more or less similar. Yeah, you can understand one. If you understand one, you can take care of others. So here also is attribute injection points reflect that attribute value of class div text. So again, there's a option. Yes. So the first one we try with on mouse over alert. Yes, with single quote, double quote. And then there is another option of double tick on mouse alert. But one important thing is that this test can be done through any browser. They're browser friendly. Yeah, we will test
with some live system.
Side we have seen here. We have tried before with this attribute context, it has worked. Let's see if it's working or not now. So we search for anything. Yes. So here's written back on the when we see the source code. See, we can find our input is add as a value of this attribute value of this tag input. So we can, from the source code, we can easily find that it is an attribute context. So let's try the attack methodology of the attribute context. So we will write this one on mouse alert one. See, this is vulnerable. Still, we have asked them to fix, but they didn't fix. So it's sort of live hacking. So they don't want to fix their vulnerable things. So this example of live hacking. So actually, but don't take it video. This is an education purpose. So we are developers. We are not hackers. Yeah. So that's why anything can happen. The next one, the style context attack methodology. So not going to deeper again, it's reflect back as a style your injection level. But here, what we can see that these are browser, it's not browser friendly. So these are the statement in style where we can try only in Internet Explorer, not in other browser, because modern browser come with their own auditor of XSS, and many of the XSS doesn't work there. And for style context, it doesn't make sense here. So it only work in Internet Explorer. But we should keep in mind that Internet Explorer is still use number one in the the browser. So it's not nothing to ignore. Yeah? So here we use a style with the with expression alert one. If it's work, it's fine. Otherwise, what we have done in the next step, we use a multi-line comment in the expression. We will show you why we use this type of thing to test. Yes, and here again the expression, we use some encoded expression there. Yes, why? Because in many cases we have tested and found that if the normal expression doesn't work, that means there is some filter done in the website or application. Is already developer done some encoding, explicit decoding. So we do some encoding in the statement, and it starts working. We will show you why. Similarly, there is a URL context attack. So it is very simple. Let me show you one more. For URL context, is we use the anchor tag, href, alert. We will use directly one alert here. So this is a very simple way to test a URL. So just pass in your JavaScript script there, yes, with your href attribute, and you can test easily that it is vulnerable or not. The next step we have done same way like the script context. We use some encoding. So this one you would use as a URL encoding. Next one as a hex encoding. We will see again why we use this type of encoding here. So here are some statistics. There are many ways to do encoding, but encoding only works when there is explicit decoding in the server code, otherwise no. So there are some custom solutions available in the, you can find it in GitHub, and it's used by many applications. It's a very popular custom solution, remove XSS. What it does to this is one type of filter for the XSS. They took two different type of arrays. One with event handlers, and one with keywords. What they do all the blacklisted. So whenever this type of words comes, they just remove it from their code, and that's how they want to control the XSS. And if you remember, our second thing, we put some encoding in between in this script, and that's how we can bypass all those applications. So there are many applications use those type of solution, but when we use this type of coding there, encoding in between the script, it bypass, it vulnerable again. So it doesn't work actually. There's another one with clean input. It's also famous in use in many applications. Many websites use this type of things. See, it just clean up with some script tag, with style tag, with multi-line comments. So the function is that they believe that if we can remove this type of main features, main tags, it can control XSS. But no, here's below. Here's a bypass. So we don't use anything here, just a normal script without using in this, and this function doesn't work. Sanitize CSS. So we use a tool, reg expert, and we found that they filter with URL and the parenthesis tag, but again, it fails. We use bypass, we have tested. All of them we have tested, and it's again vulnerable. So any of this, there are many. Here are summaries. These are the very popular PHP-based customized access protection used by many applications, But as per the expert, like Asher, it's mentioned, he has said that most of them are bypassable as per the situation. When you combine all, that also doesn't work, because what happened, I'm coming to the next thing. What happened is that all of the solution are made generic. As I mentioned before, the attacker has something in their mind to attack. They can attack context by context. None of the solutions are based on context. What they do, they just want to blacklist something, just to they're trying. Most of the solutions are like that. But if we do like this can only stop some of the excess, not all. So that's why I told you in the beginning that to build a solution is very important to understand the attacking methodology. If we understand how the attackers attack, we can build the solution. So here comes our real solution. Very simple. There's nothing hard things here. See, so we build individual function for each context. Here there are two examples. One is for attribute context, one is for style context. So we are doing also the same thing, but we just remove this, replace this character. 3 character here for style. If we just replace this 3 character in this for the attribute context, and we have seen in the attribute context there are 3 steps we can follow. We can find there is XSS or not. None of the XSS will work here. And it has been actually proved by Asher. Actually, Asher has made the filter, all of this filter together and built some application. He opened challenge to other hackers that please break it. And if I can break it, we will give you a bounty, because he has done some doctorate, and his doctorate thesis, he has done this in university, and none of the hacker team now has break his filter. Because he has followed very simple rule, but he has followed this context solution, which an attacker is using. Yes, so this is another one, URL context cleaner. So here, remember in URL context, we mentioned the attacker can use JavaScript and then write a script. So what here the context cleaner do is that we forcefully ask the user or attacker to use HTTP or HTTPS in the URL, forcefully. So that if you don't write JavaScript, none of the JavaScript will be wrong. That doesn't work. So it doesn't, whether it comes as a normal JavaScript or you just encode it, will not work, because we forcefully use it. And this is called as is the opposite of blacklisting. So what in blacklisting does, it just pulls a set of words and just blacklisted it, but it doesn't work. We have seen, because we can use encoding. But here is the other way around. We whitelisting. We forcefully ask the attacker to use this word, otherwise it will not work. So this type of thinking for a developer point of view is important, so that we can build this type of filter, so access can be controlled to a very high level. Another important thing, VCV editor that you want it, right? So it's called as a white. What you see is what you get. So VCV editor, I told you, is very popular. Yeah. So we use in like posting, private message, wiki support, many things. Yeah. They are providing more and more features. See here, this is one of the VCV editors. See how many things. How many of you know this? What are the different things are there? They give everything to help you to use. It's user friendly, but actually it's not. Yeah. More you put, more is chances for hacking. Yeah. More is chance of vulnerable. See the example of Facebook. It's the most famous website, and see how many options they have given. Only few. If you see the new one also, you can see there are only few. Why do you think they can give more to make it user friendly? No. That's one of the important things. Make it simple. Just give only those options which are really needed. Otherwise, it's more secure. Make you more. The important is make your application more secure than to give other different options which nobody uses. Next thing, I think we are in SAP world. So next thing we come into our mind that how about ABAP? Is it also working in ABAP or not? So we are testing for last few weeks, and you are familiar that ABAP WebDynamo is used for web development, right? And we found in WebDynamo ABAP as well. So here's an example. There's a one window in the behind, and it's calling a pop-up window through the subscribe button, yes, function. And here we give some input, and this input is reflect back to the first window again. This type of application, I think this is used in many applications, and what we found that when we are testing, it is vulnerable to XSS. This is custom application, but these tools we use is all standards. Yes, and what we analyze is that there are two options to input value in the web window. One is with input field, another with text edit. So when we give as a text edit, it doesn't work, XSS. But when we give as an input field, other way around. When we give as an input field, doesn't work. When we give as a text edit, it is vulnerable. So it has been proved, but we are now testing it. And if we found really vulnerable, we will contact SAP to fix this. Because anybody, then if it is proved right, then any application which use text edit for a similar case, it's vulnerable. So let's move fast. Time is up now. So here are some demos. I will provide you the slide. You can play around with some XSS game. Yeah. And here are some tools currently used for pen tester. But what we understand is that none of the tool is now foolproof for XSS. Yes. So we have to make some prevention. So there are clean sheet available from OWASP, which is an open security thing for the security team. And we have to use some validation of XSS, so whitelisting, escaping. We have all mentioned to build your own sanitizer. It's very important to build don't trust on any other tool. Yes, build your own sanitizer based on your experience, based on your testing. Go your browser here. Yes, use the best practice. See, nothing is foolproof. Here's some news from last few months. See, all the security breach based on XSS, and see the name: Salesforce, PayPal, eBay, Netflix, WordPress, everyone. This is very new in August. These news are from September, August. It's not less. SAP is also there. So XSS is very popular and is everywhere. Here are some reports that says that 46% of websites are highly vulnerable to XSS and SQL injection. Yes, and it's 16 years XSS has been discovered. 16 years. Till now, there is no foolproof solution. What's the challenges? Is that one big challenge is lack of pen testing. So I think pen testing is not, you can see from the stat, 8% of company doesn't do a pen testing at all. And if they do also, it's actually very costly. You know, to hire a hacker for testing is not easy. So we can understand from a company perspective. And another important thing, that's why I am having this session here, is the developer awareness. I think for a developer, it's very important to aware that this type of thing can be easily controlled if you can control this using our development skill. And we can stop to XSS on this type of attack to a certain extent. And if you take it seriously, we can make things better. So conclusion is that this is everywhere. You have to go for prevention, some solution, own solution based on layer, context, use your own testing. As a developer, just if you follow the methodology, it's easily possible. But it's challenging, definitely. So this is one of my motto used by my company security team. Security is everyone's responsibility. So I never follow till that, but for last few months, I really like it. So I really feel good that whether I'm not from security team, but I'm doing something for security. Yes, and that's all from my side. If you have questions, please ask. I will try if it's not in the security range.
Thank you, Sen. We've managed to run a little bit over time, but does anyone have a question? I can pass the mic to. Any questions, real quickly? No? No? Okay.
Oh.
So we'll let you go into the break. You can call your Rechtsberatung to see if you belong to the ethical hacker category, and we have to be back in the room by 11:45 to start with the next presentation. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.